Mr. Math here. Thanks for watching my videos. Be sure to like and subscribe and remember to ring the bell to be notified of updates. Hello viewers, welcome back to Oblivion Remastered. This is Geoffrey Geoffrey, resplendent in his full set of Daedric armor, standing outside of his house in Bravil, and we have some stuff to do here in the general Bravil region. We have an alteration trainer hanging out immediately behind the flooded mine here, who told us to come talk to him in the morning. We spoke to him pretty late yesterday evening. And we have a set of fugitives to track down. I'm wondering if this really is that straightforward, or if it turns out they're not bad guys. Maybe they were framed or something like that. But at any rate, in addition to that, we also have to talk to the Count to get his support for Bruma. Probably a bit too early to talk to him. Well, while we see about waiting for that, maybe we should check out the chapel. It's been a while since our faithful cleric to the divines has paid his respects to them. Wasn't this place kind of messed up by Umaril? Looks like it's been pretty much restored. Okay. No one's here yet. Let's see. I do remember this place was messed up by Umaril off camera as a... Okay, there's someone finally.
You're the Divine Crusader.
Yes, I am.
Hello. A pleasure to speak with you.
Fugitives. I wonder if he knows anything more.
Wish I had more to tell you about them, but I don't. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Restore speed. Might come in handy, seeing as I might not necessarily always have potions for that. The rest of this, don't really need it.
Thank you for your patronage. I can show you some new things.
Speechcraft. Ah, but he can't train me. Okay.
Goodbye.
Greetings, honored friend. Welcome, Divine Crusader.
Thank you. Blessings of the Nine upon all of us. What do you train?
Knowledge is the key to success
Restoration.
in any endeavor.
Yeah, he can't train me on that anymore. What do you have to say about it, though?
Olita was the most gifted healer I've ever known. If anyone can teach you more, she can. She worked in the chapel of Kvatch in Kvatch. I haven't seen her in quite some time.
Is it just me, or was he talking without his mouth moving?
Olita was the most gifted healer I've ever known. If anyone can teach you more, she can. She worked in the chapel of Kvatch in Kvatch. I haven't seen her in quite some time.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, at least this place seems to have been restored. I'm glad that Umaril's foul doings were undone. All right, then. Okay, the lawful gain that gets to... I thought that was telling me that I had a bounty or something. I was about to say, what? When did that happen? But no. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay. What's the time? 8:30. The count ought to be available. Usually they come down to their chairs at 8 a.m., if I remember correctly.
Shield arm's going strong.
I was about to say, he's not here yet, but here he comes right now. Good morning, Your Grace. Blessings of the Divines upon you.
Regulus Terentius, Count Bravil. I'm really rather busy, and I doubt that you have anything to say that I need to hear.
Yeah, so busy that you are just sitting here. Okay. What's your...
Take your time.
disposition? 92. Okay, he likes me quite a bit. Well, Your Grace, I shall cut straight to the point since you're such a busy man. The county of Bruma needs your aid.
Thank you for closing the Oblivion Gate that was threatening Bravil. I will send my guard captain, Viera Laris, to Bruma's aid.
Thank you, Your Grace.
I've sent Captain Laris to Bruma. She is one of my best soldiers. I'm glad to be able to help defend the heir to the throne.
Ah, that explains why he's so eager, trying to kiss the next emperor's behind. Well, while we're on the subject of people running the country, do you think maybe Your Grace could have a chat with Chancellor Akato to persuade him to send aid as well?
He thinks to use his position as head of the Elder Council to make himself emperor. He will not succeed.
Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if there's any truth to that. Well, Your Grace, as you said, you're a very busy man, so I shall take my leave.
Be seeing you.
Blessings of the Divines upon you.
Good to see.
Good to see you too. Blessings of the Divines upon you. Okay.
You
well,
cannot escape the Master's vigilance.
what the...
You are weak, like the gods you pray.
Huh. Ooh. I was wondering if I might find one of those. Just in case, you know, I want to go around the castle for some reason. Yeah, Geoffrey is not a sneak thief. But, you know, it's not because he particularly has a problem with that kind of thing. It's more that he's just a really blunt personality. So he's not likely to want to prowl around the palace.
It's about time.
Ah, that's who the Count's sending to Bruma. He said he had sent her, but she's still here. Okay, well, you're welcome for taking care of the mythic dawn right on your doorstep. Literally. I shall take my leave.
Greetings to you.
And to you, sir. Blessings of the divines upon you. Upon all of us. It seems we need it. The mythic dawn being right on our doorstep. Again, literally. Well, let's go speak with Tooth in the Sea. Oh, the horse is back. The horse was gone last time I came through here, but... silly animal must have decided that it lives here. Right then. So Tooth in the Sea is behind that cave. Waterlogged cave? I think that's what it's called. Flooded mine. He's behind the flooded mine. Well, I was told quite clearly that he is actually in Nibbin Bay. That means he's swimming somewhere around here. Is that splashing him paddling about? If it is, I don't see him. Okay, well, let's take a closer look. Oh, there are a lot of fish here. Oh. They just kind of spawn in and out. Huh. I don't see the guy. Where is he? Ah, man, where is he? Okay, let's change the quest to see if that gives me a marker on the compass. Can we talk down here? Training. Well, here we are. If you wish to learn what I know about alteration, then you must stay with me for a full 3 hours. How you manage to do this is up to you. Do not wander off, or I shall consider this test of your ability failed. Are you prepared to begin now? Oh, I can barely hear him. Yes, I'm ready. Very well, we shall speak again in 3 hours. Good luck to you. Currently 11:20, so 2:20. Okay. Boy, that shield is right in my face. What? Hey, you told me not to wander off. Where are you going? You got the hands of a smith. What an interesting thing to say it during this moment. How are we doing? It's only been half an hour. What is the time dilation here? Is it 1 second to 1 minute? Blessed we are. Well, we should certainly hope so. Considering there are people trying to end the world. Yes, I'm the Divine Crusader. Okay, if he goes any further away, I'll start following, but otherwise... Yeah, I don't remember. Did old Oblivion have so many plants down in the water like this? It seems like it was... It seems like it's more filled in than it used to be. Okay, 12:43. It's been about an hour and a half. How are you? Well, doing fine. No problem at all with the water breathing. It's really distracting how my arms just keep moving, even though I'm staying in place. You look like a bright one, he said. Yep, I certainly am. It doesn't seem like it's 1 second to 1 minute. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe like double that? 2 seconds to 1 minute? It's going slower than I would expect for if it was just precisely 1 to 1. Okay, but we're almost there. Just another in-game 30 to 40 minutes. whenever I'm in the water and I just want to float in one place, I don't continue moving my hands like that. On the other hand, I guess people generally float. So if you want to stay down, you do have to, continue moving in order to push yourself down. So maybe it stands to reason, I don't know. But either way, it's very distracting. Okay. Another 10 minutes, and I think I'll have made it. 10 game minutes, that is. You've passed your test. Well done. I shall be more than happy to train you in the skill of alteration from now on. Excellent. But he can't train me any higher. Because, yeah, I've already... okay. That's kind of disappointing, really. I mean, it stands to reason, I suppose, but I was thinking maybe there would be... not necessarily any additional ranks that I could go up to, but maybe, like, a really awesome spell or two that I could add to my repertoire. Guess not. Okay, rumors. The Heartlands and Nibinian Valley are the agricultural breadbasket of Cyrodiil. So I've heard. Okay, well, thank you for your time. At least I have that off of my active quest list now. Allies for Bruma. I guess this is what I'm doing next. But I would like to do that. At the chapel in Kvatch, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've actually been to Kvatch. I don't believe I've ever been back to the city proper. And as for the encampment outside of the city, I only went back there to find Martin a long time back, and haven't been there since then either. For a moment there, I thought that was a weird-looking person, but no, it's a horse. That Minotaur has a steel hammer also. Why do Minotaurs suddenly have steel hammers? That's a really weak weapon. Oh, it's a Spriggan. Of course it is. Alright. I thought the Minotaur had aggroed on me. But no, it was the Spriggan. Alright, where exactly am I headed? I'm heading to the west. Kind of rough terrain here. Nothing Geoffrey can't handle. Okay. What are these markers all of a sudden? Okay. There's 2 in here, but 2 more out there? That's interesting. Why are there 2 out there all of a sudden? Seems kind of odd. What is that noise? That poison was hurting me like crazy. Okay, Okay, that's the only way through. Okay, but what's with the ones that suddenly appeared outside? A back door, eh? Well. There's one right down there. What's going on here? Uh-oh. I aggroed someone. Dagger of winter frost damage. Okay, he's approaching. They were definitely doing some kind of weird ritual.
None of your business.
None of my business. Well, I beg to differ. Ow, a mithril helmet. I was hoping it was a glass helmet. I could tell that he had a helmet, and I really need a glass helmet. It's the one piece of the set I don't have. Some weird profane ritual going on here. Strong potion of luck. Okay, we've got a cave in here. Looks like that's as far as we're going in that direction. I thought maybe this was an opening or a crack to see through to another hallway, but nope, just a weird reflection of light. Huh. They killed a bear. Interesting. I guess it's not too surprising, competing for living space and all that. And now how are we doing? Adequate. Okay, so that's the way I need to go to take care of the other two. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed with how straightforward this one is. It's like... would have been cool if maybe there were two ways to end this. Maybe I could talk to them and they could, I don't know, tell me that it wasn't true and offer proof, or try to bribe me, or, you know, something more than just this. I guess I didn't try to talk to them. But then again, the fact that there was a poison trap in that early room, well, it made it clear what I was dealing with. Oop, I didn't want to take all that stuff. Darn it. Anyway, that kind of made it clear what I was dealing with. What's all this down here? I don't need to sneak around. I took out the 2 enemies. Okay, there's something over here. All right. Well, that fills in this entire floor. I wonder what they were doing here. Like I said, some kind of profane ritual it looks like, but beyond that, not much in the way of detail. Here we go. Right then. Time to go take care of the other 2. The first one should be right out here, if I'm reading the map correctly. Turn around. Come on. Ah, come on. Turn around. There we go.
Whoa! You shouldn't have come for us.
Oh, she's kind of tough. No, I don't want to... Ashanta. Okay. Okay, so she was a red guard. So the poison didn't do as much to her. Still no glass helmet. A mandrake root. Huh. Alright, lots of traps. One of these push log traps and then that poison trap. He's not too far away. Is he down there? drop down here. Looks like this is just a place to fall. I thought maybe these were mushrooms I could pick up, but no. Just weirdly discolored rocks. Okay, so that's another way across the chasm. Another mandrake. Cure disease, being on top, makes this a decently useful item. I'm pretty resistant to disease at this point, but resistant is not immune. Getting close. He might actually be out here. Okay, no, he's not in here. Where is he then? What was that? Kind of a reddish brownish circular shape suddenly passed right in front of my field of vision. Okay. Looks like he's going to be in the next room.
Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Okay, sounds like a Nord, which means poison should work pretty well. Also looked like he has a Daedric mace. Oh, come on, turn around. Perfect.
You shouldn't have come for us.
That is not a Daedric mace. That... Hlofgar, okay. That is a, ebony mace. Now that I've killed all the fugitives, I should return to Burzgor Cache for my reward. I was rather hoping for another Daedric mace. Chest large. Doesn't look like a chest. Looks like a sarcophagus. Okay, so the quest update seems to imply I'm out of danger, but let's not get cocky. What? Really? Okay, I have to go back. Oh, that's fine. How do you do? Alright, let's go ahead and get cocky then. Just run for it. Oh!
Whoa!
Blah. The faster I get out of here, the better. That's irritating. Okay, so somehow I'm supposed to get through that poison trap to get to the other side of that rock door. Welp. That wasn't too hard. Especially considering that I went in the wrong way. The quote-unquote wrong way. Me being me, I have to go check out that poison trap room to see if I can figure out the quote-unquote correct way. Yep, here we are. Okay, so I just had to figure out which of those pole ropes opened the door. That's quite a sight. Is that Master or Secunda? Let's see. It's 4 in the morning. It'll be nearly daylight by the time I get back to the city. What's up with this horse? So now we have 2 horses that are just kind of living in awkward places.
Good tidings, citizen.
Thank you very much. Blessings of the divines upon you. Yeah. Honestly, would have been a more interesting assignment if it was not quite that straightforward. But, ah well. We got it done. That's the important part. Let's catch a few hours of sleep, and then we will decide what to do next. First things first, I need to sell my loot. But that's going to be in the next episode. Well, viewers, thank you very much for watching Oblivion Remastered. This was a productive episode. We spoke to the Count, spoke to Tooth in the Sea, and took care of the Fighters Guild quest, and also, in between all of that stuff, went to the chapel and found out about the Master Restoration Trainer, which, you know, training-wise isn't going to do us any good, but still, it's good to know. So in the meantime, maybe I'll just go straight over to Kvatch and have a word with her. It was a her, wasn't it? I think it was. Or maybe go back up to Cheydinhal. Or heck, maybe go down to Leowyn and speak to the Count to take care of the help for Bruma thing. No, I think I'll go to Kvatch next. Speak to the restoration trainer, see what she wants me to do. And then, now that I think of it, I should stop by in Skingrad and get help for Bruma. It's on the way to Kvatch, after all. Well, anyway, so in the next episode, I'm selling my loot and then heading west. And I will see you then. Thanks for watching.